Well, hello. I'll hang on until some people see that I'm live. I'm absolutely amazed that I could even go live. I don't know how it's going to work for some people, but I got 2 bars on LTE. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But nobody's viewing yet. Oh, there we go. 3 viewers. Share it out. Share it out. As I said, you guys probably missed it. I am amazed that I'm able to go live uh, at the campground at Wyakwin Lake. This is pretty crazy. I got 2 bars under LTE, so I don't know. It looks like it's gonna work, but yeah, we're settled in. Dobie's having a rest. There's our house for the night. It's gonna be cozy, right, Dobes? Hey, Dobie, Dobie. Yeah, and yeah, just chilling by the fire. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. It's yeah, incredibly nice to be back in the bush. I can't even really call it the bush because I got data and able to go live. It's pretty crazy. And like I'm 14 kilometers off the highway, an hour north of Waskesiu. So to be able to go live from my campsite is, yeah, I've been here before a couple of years ago and I had no service. So I don't know if they've had it boosted maybe in the camp, maybe the cabin association boosted it or something. I don't know, but seems to be working. You guys seem to be able to get it. Yes, Marilyn, I'm very relaxed. I'm tired though. I my original plan was to go to Waskesiu and hike about a kilometer and a half into the bush. And as I was loading my truck today with my gear, I was out of breath going from my yard to the truck. So the thought of humping gear a kilometer and a half, um, and it would have been 2 trips probably because I got my gear, food and whatever and Dobie stuff. So it wasn't going to happen. So I had to change plans and drive a little further up to Wyakwin here and come to the campground and drive in, as you can see. But it's still in the bush. It's still sitting by a fire. It's still quiet. Uh, yeah, it's pretty awesome. Don't get bit from anything. Yeah, no, that should be fine. And a little bare face and Coke just to round out the edges a little bit. Thanks, Troy. Appreciate it. Hey, Dwayne, good to see you. I am absolutely enjoying. Where's the jug? Asshead, what's going on, buddy? The jug's over on the table. I don't know if you can see it over there, but it's there. Little bare face and Coke. So, a guy by the name of David Charnock here on Facebook. I've known David Charnock for many years, since '94, 94 or '95 when I moved up to Prince George and met that Cretan. And yeah, no, not the silk tassel. No, no, no. That's your beverage. No silk tassel for me. It's Bareface. Haven't you seen Bareface? Haven't you had any? Come on. I look like the ever. You're like the ever ready. Yeah, I am like the ever ready bunny. You just can't stop me. Hey, Susie, good to see you. I am having fun, Tracy. Thanks. Yes, Valerian, I am absolutely enjoying nature. And Rob Rourke is very jealous. Oh, Rob moved over from D Live. Okay, good to see you, Rob. Yes, Sharon, I'm having a great time. You've never seen Bearface? It's delicious. Uh, I recommend it highly. I said, go get yourself a bottle of Bearface. I saw earlier you were commenting that you were jealous, Rob. I hear you, because whenever I see others, my regulars on YouTube that I follow, I don't know if you follow them too, but Jim Baird and Justin Barber and Matthew Poza and Joe Robinette. Those are my four that I watch pretty religiously, and I see they're all heading out. So I couldn't stand the itch anymore. I had to get out and get in the woods. Not the way I'd prefer it. I'd prefer to be in a canoe and paddling to my destination, but whatever. I'll take it. Yes, Joanne, it's whiskey. It is whiskey. Well, here, I'll show you that. So, there, bear face. And, of course, these are scores that you would see on a tree from a bear scratching it. Yeah. Triple oak, age 7 years, Canadian whiskey. It's very, very delicious. Not much more I can tell you about it. But it comes with a cork, so, that's always a good sign. So there's one thing about my camping experience that I'm missing. You guys are going to yell at me, but I'm missing my cigarettes. I didn't buy any. I fought off the urge, and I don't have my vape. But I got to be honest, I do miss having a cigarette with my whiskey by the fire. But whatever. Yeah, the dog, Susie, just one dog. I only bring the one with me, Dobie. She's young and loves it and can handle it. The other two are getting pretty old, so I mean we could still do it. This kind of camping for sure we could with all of them, but maybe next time Yannicka will come and we'll bring all three. Yeah, I've been drunk on whiskey a few times, but always managed to go back. Murray, I used to be a Crown Royal drinker religiously, but I had a taste of Bearface and I couldn't go back. Good evening, Wened Darling. I don't know if that's supposed to be Wendy, but Gibson Silver Finest. Yeah, hey, I've had that. It's pretty good. David Charnock, I'll have to come out and drink some Bearface with you. Yes, you will. Then we pin a pork chop to our t-shirts and throw rocks at bears. Yeah, that sounds like great fun. Uh, yes, I'm not all the way there, Jay Leard. Good seeing you back to health. God bless. Yeah, I'm not all the way there. I'm far from it, but at least I'm good enough that I can do this. Normally, like I said, I'd rather be in my canoe and a little further in the wilderness somewhere where I can't go live. But whatever, I'll take it. It is what it is. Yeah, happy to see you chilling, freedom fighter. Enjoy your time. Absolutely, it's very nice. I needed this. Been going pretty hard lately, actually, and it's gonna get even busier. Myself and Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson are doing a Saskatchewan tour. I think it's 9 or 10 cities. at the beginning of June, and then fairly shortly after that, we're heading to BC to do a Northern Ontario tour on our way to Canada Day in Ottawa. So, yeah, it's going to be a crazy June, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just I'm just happy that I'm able to do it. I'm happy that I'm here to do it. Get some spits. Yeah, I got my bag of spits. All good. Love the sound of the crackling fire in the background. Yeah, absolutely nothing better. Will you be watching Maverick Multimedia tomorrow? They have James Top on the podcast. I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch things. I'll try, but we'll see. We'll meet you in Melfort, God willing. Oh, that'd be good. Good to see you there, Donna, for sure. Going to Miss Canada Day in Ottawa. Finally moved out west. I was there for 2 years. Roxanne says. Okay. Yeah, your lungs don't need any. No, they don't need any vaping or cigarettes. They don't need them at all, actually. So, yeah, I know, but it. The urge is still there. You know, I've been doing this sort of thing my whole life, and it's always included cigarettes, or at the very least, vape, or at the very least, a cigar. I suppose I could have gotten away with bringing a cigar and not inhale. I could have done that, but uh, yeah. Rob says, Joanne Odell, yeah, one day I will. Gave up the cigs. Good for you. That's as large of a win as I'm looking at for the moment. Thanks for sharing this special time and looking forward to the 1st of July. Glad to have all LL and JT back. Celine will be great also. Oilers are going to take the series. Boo! Go Flames! Boo Oilers! It's still emotional seeing you back on here. I can't even express how much joy it fills our hearts with to see you do in your lives again. We all missed so very much. Thanks, Valerie. Yeah, I talked to Laura Lynn earlier this afternoon before I left, and of course we're reminiscing a little bit, and it's pretty tough not to get emotional and get a little bit choked up when I think back on that stuff and how close I came and how grateful I am to be back and to be able to do this and everything that I do. So yeah. I'm glad you fought the urge not to buy cigarettes. I wish I could tell you that it gets easier with time. I still miss it, and sometimes I wish I could just have one stand strong with it. And yeah, I got too much to lose, and my lungs are so vulnerable um, that I really got to be careful. No, Mark. You just keep inhaling the fresh air. Yes. Hey, Kevin. Good to see you, buddy. Say hi to Krista and the kids. Good to see you. You'll have to give me a call one of these days. We'll have a chat, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Boo Oilers. God, there's a lot of Oiler fans on here. Thanks, Sunflower. I appreciate that. Somebody should send a message to my wife and tell her that I'm live streaming. Can somebody do that for me? That would be good. So yeah, it doesn't get any better. To be honest with you. The one thing that I'm missing though. When you get up north away from the city and you haven't rolled down the windows until you get to the campsite, and then you open the doors and you take that first smell of fresh air and spruce and pine and all that goodness. I couldn't smell any of it. Nothing. And even the smoke from the fire, it smells terrible. It's so disappointing because it's half the thing is getting here and smelling that beautiful forest air. But not for me yet. Charnock says, I'm holding off till I'm 65, then I'm starting heroin. Yes, I'm alone other than with my partner, Dobie. Hey, Dobie. Say hello. Dopes. Hey, say hello. Yeah, just me and Dopes. Yeah. Well, Kevin says, yeah, you bet tomorrow's good. Lots to share. See you soon. Okay, well, I guess that means something. So, yeah, give me a call tomorrow. I'll be hanging around. At some point, I'm going to hang my hammock, and that's probably where I'll spend most of my time. I'll head down to the water. It's just through the bush here, and throw a couple hooks in the water, see if I can catch something. Yes, Valerie, she is adorable. She does look like a he, and me and Yannicka both refer to her as a he uh, all the time. We continually misgender her. Um, but she does look masculine. So, what are you going to do? Hey, Dopes? Yeah. Hey, Bogatti. Bog Katie. I don't know how to pronounce that handle of yours, but yeah. I don't, Tracy. I don't have my sense of smell back. I smell something, but it doesn't smell the way it's supposed to. Like, I didn't smell the air here. I didn't even the smoke from the spruce doesn't smell even close to the way it should. So I'm smelling something. It's just not the way it's supposed to smell. And my taste is terrible. The only thing I really taste is salt and really sweet and whiskey. Charnock's pup identifies as an asshole every day. Yeah, well, we have one that identifies as a terrorist every day, all day. That would be Banjo. Just a matter of time, and we'll have gender-neutral pets. Yeah, probably. I'm surprised we don't. Yannicka is probably getting 50 messages. uh, could be. Uh, D Live, I can't check to see if I'm on there. I think I am. Rob said he was there and then moved over to Facebook. But hey, D Live, good to see you. Twitter folks, good to see you too. Um, I left some of the Facebook profiles out because this wasn't going to be a political thing. It was just hanging out. So, yeah. Yes, and I am alone, and it's very nice. I kind of like that. I kind of need that from time to time. You know, when everybody knows you in the city that you live in, and half of them hate you. Um, I got to tell you, being by myself and away from all of that, and alone, and not hearing any voices, and nobody giving me the finger, um, I really kind of dig it. I really enjoy it. Just me and my dog. That's yeah. Not that not that I really hate, being hammered on by the communists. I actually kind of there's a part of me that enjoys it. I know it's a little sick, but I guess being a prison guard for 25 years, it's sort of water off a duck's back, and it's kind of fun. There's nothing I like more than lighting a whole bunch of communist hair on fire. Hey, Lori. Hey, good to see you. Thanks. Yeah, off grid and loving it. You betcha. Did you go up to the number two? I don't know what you mean, Donna. Number two. I don't know what you mean. Go north more. Still have cell service. Yeah, Kyle. My plans changed. I was actually supposed to be deep in the bush, but my lungs told me otherwise. I had already decided not to take the canoe because if I happen to dump with the dog and all my gear, there's no way I'm going to survive. There's no way I could swim very long and long enough to retrieve my gear, watch the dog, take care of it. So I just said, yeah, you know what, leaving the canoe at home. The plan was to hike in where there is no cell service. Um, but when I was loading the truck uh, from from my yard to the truck, about 30 feet, by the time I got everything in the back, I was already spent. So that told me right then and there's no way I'm humping a kilometer and a half. Um, and I had a dolly even, so I could have a pack on my back and then a dolly carrying the other bags. But it just wasn't going to happen. So I just went further north and came to Wacken. I didn't expect to have cell service. I'm still amazed that I have it where I'm sitting. Um, I'm at Wyakwin, which is 14 kilometers off the highway. But like I said, this is the first time we've been able to get cell service out here. I'm assuming the cabin association added a booster. They had to have. So whatever, it is what it is. Yes, the highway to Laranja. Uh, okay, good excuse, I guess. It's the only one I got. It is what it is. I'm still in, I'm still in the bush. You know, the lake is just down that path right there. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 100 yards. So that's nice. We'll throw the hook in the water tomorrow, maybe catch some fish. So, real question, Mark. Did vaping cause the necro pneumonia? It seems to be a problem across Canada. Well, I don't know about that. Um, I know that I can guarantee you that my lungs were in terrible shape. I guarantee the vaping contributed to me getting pneumonia. The necrotizing pneumonia apparently is pretty synonymous with getting the ventilator because they put it into your lungs and they scratch your lungs and then take in bacteria with it. And then it turns to necrotizing pneumonia. So, do I attribute it to the vaping? Not necessarily, but I definitely attribute the pneumonia to the vaping I was doing. I really think that's why I got as sick as I did and got the pneumonia that I got. Um, I really believe that. Um, so, and then of course, whatever initiated it, cold, flu, COVID, whatever it was. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Tracy LaRock, good to see you. How you doing? Are you feeling better? Do you know if Trudeau is going to be in Saskatoon Thursday? I heard rumors that he might be at the university, but I haven't confirmed it. I know I won't be. Yes, Tracy. Who's Mark exactly? Love the wood sound, fire, so peaceful. Great to see you looking so well, Mark Friesen. Yeah, thanks, Tracy. I feel good. Not where I need to be yet, but Jocelyn Corbett. Hey, Mark, enjoying the outdoors, living the life. That's so good to see. I'm wondering where my husband and I can go to meet you and Laura Lynn when you come through. If you prefer to PM me, that would be fine. We would like to meet you. I'm not sure where you are, Jocelyn, but we're going to be going through through Saskatchewan. I don't know which tour we're referring to, if it's the Northern Ontario one, or if it's the Saskatchewan one. So let me know where you're at, and we'll make sure to make that happen. Love the woods, sound of the fire, so peaceful. Great to see you looking so well. Yes. Wish I was there catching walleye and getting pond plants. G5 radiation, but service. Yeah. Well, I'm not. It's not 5G. It's actually LTE, and I only got 2 bars, so that's why I'm really amazed that I'm getting this live stream off. Vaping is not good for your lungs, yet the government makes money off it. Yeah, same as cigarettes, same as booze. Vaping is not. Yeah, all right. Go throw some rocks at him. Who am I supposed to throw rocks at, Rob? Trudeau. Oh yeah, Trudeau, I guess. Let's have a beer for Perry. Yes, let's do that, D. Schultz. I'm not sure if you're talking about the same Perry I'm talking about, or that I think you're talking about. But yes, if you are, then yes. Good for the soul, all nature get grounded. Yeah, absolutely, Roxanne. Yeah, Trudeau. Okay. Yeah. Jocelyn, Sault Ste. Marie. So, yes, we are having an event. Sault Ste. Marie, I believe, is the 27th. Sudbury's the 28th. North Bay's the 29th. And possibly Barrie, Ontario, on the 30th. But don't quote me on that because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Laura Lynn brought it up. But I think it'll be a tough one to make Barrie. But Sault Ste. Marie is the 27th. 7 o'clock, and I can't remember the venue, but there's people there looking after it. So I hope to see you there. Yes, flush the turd. Giant anti-Trudeau get out of our city protest. Yeah, that would be good. I'd like to see that. What do you think of the day? What do you think of Davos? You know what? I think you know exactly what I think of Davos. Hang on, I gotta stoke my fire. Hang on a sec. So I had to go process all this wood myself because the people that run the campsite apparently aren't here, and there's no wood anywhere. So I had to go traipsing through the bush to find wood, and then buck it up and split it. And so, and trust me, I'm in no shape for that type of thing. But whatever, I did it because you got to have a fire. All right. See, just that little bit, and I'm out of breath. It's not a lot of fun. Let me tell you, I walked up the road trying to find some dead standing trees that I could knock down. And I walked about, I don't know, a couple hundred yards. Went into the bush a couple times to check out some trees, see if they're okay. They weren't, they were rotten, but completely out of breath. So I got a long ways to go yet. There's no question about it, but whatever. Do what you can do, right? You can almost smell the fire, yeah. I wish I could smell it. Mark was a lady killer in the 90s. The chicks loved him. I don't know who D. Schultz is, but sure seems to know who I am. Or maybe I just forgot. But yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, well, that's just it, Patriot. There's nothing I really can't do, according to the lung doctor. So it's basically whatever I can tolerate, and I got to push myself a little bit here and there. However, they also say don't push too hard because you could go backwards. So it's this fine line. But knowing me, I'll push it too hard. We partied, no doubt. Yeah, I guess we did. Firecrackers sound nice. Is there any therapy that can be done to improve lung function? I don't know. My lung doctor didn't really say. Nobody's recommended any physio. Nobody's said really anything other than when I was still in the hospital, they said don't push it too hard. So I don't know, but yeah, I just do what I do. If you have a swimming pool in your community center, it's a low impact but fantastic form of exercise. Hydrotherapy is, yeah, absolutely. That's definitely going to be in my future. I do that every night because I have a hot tub and I float around in there, right? And it feels really good. But it's not really exercise. uh, it's more just kind of floating, but does feel good. Murray, I'm not sure. We're waiting for Pastor Paul to put together our schedule. Venues and times and all these sorts of things. So we're just kind of waiting. Hopefully he gets something squared away pretty quick. So, but stay tuned because we'll post it as soon as we know. Take up the bagpipes. Yeah, I don't think bagpipes is in my future either. I think that takes a lot of lung power. 3-2 Oilers. Are they playing tonight? I guess they are, aren't they? 3-2 Oilers. Boo. You guys have to keep me posted on that. Tracy Rock, in order for me to get admitted in the hospital because I was really sick, I had to do a PCR test, and they're putting on vaccinated on top of my admission papers, which really bothered me. Yeah, I hear you. But you got to, Tracy, you still got to get treated, right? You got to do something for that pain. It is what it is. It sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. Hey, Joe. Tatiana says there are herbs that help the respiratory. Okay. Very good. Joel Odell Burns says, wow, that's shit. I don't know what that means. I thought breathing exercises could help. Yeah. Again, I think it's conditioning now. I think it's, I sort of got to push myself a little bit and continue to get better and expand my lung capacity. And do that. The breathing, I've already gone through that part of the recovery to the point where I'm at, where I can function semi-normally. So now it's about conditioning and getting some of my muscle back, and they're all tied together. Everything's tied together. So is Selena going to go? No, Salim is not coming to Saskatchewan. Salim is also not going to make it to the Ontario tour either. Turns out, after we settled on dates and whatever, he forgot or didn't know that his daughter graduates on the 27th and is having a graduation party on the 28th. So obviously that's something that he can't miss. And so we're going to try to get him up after that, maybe for North Bay, the last one, and then Canada Day. Maybe he can come with us. I do have somebody that can drive him from London to North Bay. So we'll see. We'll see what we can do. Yes, lungs are very sensitive. The first of the organs to respond to toxicity. Yeah. Then the liver. Valerie Ann says, Lacey Lynn, yes, I still tear up and get emotional watching his lives, but they are happy tears. You're going to get me to tear up, Valerie, if you keep talking like that. But yes, I'm very much still with you. Mullein tea is good for respiratory issues. All right, I'll check that out. All sports. That sports ball cap is not good for the mind, brothers. Train to survive the coming good crisis. I don't know what that means either. Dobie, stop it. Dobes, you can't come here. You have to go this way. You have to go back around. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up here. I don't know what that meant, Patriot. No idea. We've been looking into moving out west. Not sure Saskatchewan or Alberta, but we're going to head out this weekend or next. But we don't want to miss out meeting you all again, so we'll stay until you come through. All right, sounds good. We'll definitely make that happen. Does Yannicka ever go camping with you? Very rarely. Yannicka is a glamper. She's not really a camper. She doesn't really like, um, you know, being too rough. I'm usually camping a lot rougher than this. This is pretty glampy for me. It's not quite glampy enough for her. Um, like she wouldn't sleep in a tent like I am. She would never do that. The tents are way too close to the bugs on the ground, so no, that'll never happen. But she'll camp. If you have a trailer with running water and a toilet and all that stuff. So, yeah. It would be my humble opinion to not eat wheat products. Pasteurized milk should be a no-no. You know what? I have to put my foot down because um, I'll never stop drinking milk and I'll never stop eating bread. Those two staples give me happiness in life. Without those, you might as well kill me. Milk and bread. I can't do without them. Um, I just won't. It's just the way it is. I know they're going to kill me, but milk doesn't do anything other than make me feel good. So I know other people have a hard time with it. I've been drinking it since day one, and I can't go without it. So. Yeah, it's nice. And yes, I brought butter tarts, Leslie. Her scone. I sure did. I bought a box of butter tarts and beef jerky and some cookies and all the stuff I'm not supposed to eat, according to my wife and many others. But uh, it is what it is. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, everything we like is going to kill us. Exactly. This whiskey I'm drinking is not good for me either, but I sure like it. Not as much as I used to. I don't drink hardly at all, actually, like I used to. But I got to have a little whiskey when I'm sitting around the campfire, that's for sure. Yes, it does get dark pretty fast. Once the sun's gone, then it's like somebody just flips the switch and away it goes. So we'll try to keep the fire going as much as possible, but it's gonna get pretty dark here pretty quick. Yes, bareface RB Ham, of course. Good to see you, RB. Yes, it's bareface for sure. No, Leslie, I don't obey. I don't obey anyone really. My wife tries, and I obey her as best I can, but she'll tell you that I really don't listen very well. Um, that's sort of a personality trait I've always had. I didn't listen to my teachers. I didn't listen to mind you, I did listen to some coaches, but that was only because I needed to get on the field. But yeah, no, I'm one of those. I've never really been good with people telling me what to do, even though a lot of times it's good advice. It doesn't matter. Hello, Castlegar, Stacy McDougall. Black bears, yeah, they're around, but there's people here, and This campsite actually is on a peninsula. It's on the back end of a peninsula, and it's a very narrow point that if bears would have to go through this really narrow point alongside the road to actually get to this end of things. So we tend not to get a lot of bears in this part of the forest. But that's not to say they don't every so often come around, because they do, especially in spring when they're hungry. So, but they won't come anywhere near here. Not with me yakking and Dobie. Dobie would hear them well in advance and scare them off for sure. So we're not too concerned about them critters. I'm no doctor, but Maline is very good for respiratory issues. My husband had COPD and has done wonders for him. He looks and feels better taking it daily. ×2 respiratory clinic tests are also proof. Big difference in lung function, and it's natural, just a suggestion. Yeah, okay, so that's twice now we've heard Moline or Mullen or whatever. So I'm going to have to look into that. Yes, Tracy, Mark does rebel. A renegade, yes, I am. Nice, taught to be your own person. Yes, there's one right behind you. No. Joseph McCrae, good to see you, Joseph. I'm watching my Oilers lead by a goal into the third period. Knock on wood, we win again. Oh my God, let's hope not. Stop it. Watch out for the spruce beetles. Enjoy nature's. Yeah, I'm not too worried about them. Bugs don't bother me. Larry West, good to see you, Larry. No, I left the canoe at home, Larry. I was saying earlier, it was never part of the equation. Only because if we happen to dump and I got to swim, I'm not going to make it, especially with all my gear and the dog and everything else. It just I just don't have the lung capacity to deal with something like that. So the canoe stayed at home, unfortunately. But I do miss it. Yes, everything in moderation. There you go. See? I like that attitude. Hey, Kim. Good to see you. Yeah, it's nice to have a live by the fire. It's been a while. Oh, Tatiana. Good to see you, youngster. Turmeric, white sage, garden sage, thyme, rosemary, heal all. Prunella vulgaris, peppermint, mullein, osha root, lungwort, astragalus, and plantain leaf. Wow. So, can you send me a message with those ingredients? And so mullein tea for sure, worth a shot. All right, so everyone's saying mullein, even Tatiana. So Kendobi, not sure I spelled it right. Yeah, you spelled it right. Make a guest appearance. Well, I don't know. She's over there on the other side of the tent. I don't know. Maybe the smoke sent her off. Dobie, come here, Dopes. Dobie, come on, Dopes. Come on, Dopes. Come on. No, not that way. Not that way. Other way. Other way. There's Dopes. I don't know if you can see her. Can you see her? It's pretty dark. Yeah, other way, Dopes. Other way. Come on. Yeah, there you go. Come on, Dopes. There we go. Can you say hello? Yeah. Yannicka told me I had to download her movie. She has bird shows that she likes to watch before bed, so I had to make sure to download that before I came up. What is it, Dopes? What is it? Huh? What is it? Oh. All right, so where are we here? No ticks, no black fly season. Not black. No, there's none of that. There's mosquitoes though; they're out. But it got chilly here tonight, so they took off. Hi, Dobie. Such a beauty. Yeah, she is a beauty. Bigfoot. Nice doggo. Kids have a couple of ticks evening. Oh, yeah. We will bring some lean tincture and some plantain when we go meet you, in case you want to try. Sure. Sounds good, Jocelyn. Appreciate it. Yeah, you can't beat dogs for company is right. Absolutely. What is it, Dopes? Yeah, Bernese mountain dog, and mixed with we think husky. Hence the one white eye. What is it, Dopes? Hey, what is it, sweetheart? Hey, what's up? Oh, I think she hears the loons probably. I don't know if you guys can hear them or not, but you can hear the loons down the lake. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that. So I thought I would join you guys, or have you join me, and sit around the fire and shoot the shit a little bit. But it's getting pretty dark. We're going to get ready to hit the hay here in about an hour. It's still fairly light out, but say goodnight, Dopes. But yeah, that's it. That's going to be a wrap. So we'll come back at you tomorrow, probably at some point. Yeah, you betcha. John Downey. Loons? Liberals there? No, the loons that are out on the lake. They like to sing. Yeah, you betcha. We will enjoy it. And thanks for joining, guys. Yeah, thanks there, D. Schultz. Everything's coming well. Yeah, you bet. We'll check in again sometime tomorrow, maybe another fireside chat. Maybe we'll talk a little politics tomorrow. And yeah, there's so much going on. There's so much crazy going on. I don't want to get into it tonight. Tomorrow we'll get into it. Maybe we'll do some politics by the fire tomorrow. All right. So anyway, that's a wrap. Hey, Nikki, good to see you. Yeah, it is. Thanks, Caddy. Yes, Jerry, you betcha. Thanks, Brandy. All right, guys. Ciao for now. Hey, and remember, globalism bad, nationalism good. Ciao.